Welcome to our morning devotions. We are bringing these to you knowing that some of you are not able to get our devotional booklets because they're delivered to the church. We also given it to you because we realize that many of you are taking walks and listening to things, and we invite you to start your day with a word from God. And so I invite you to do these things each and every day as we live our Christian walk and faith. I will start every day by being open to the blessings that God is going to give me. I will realize every day that I am the face of God to everyone I meet. And I will end every day by thanking God for the blessings received and place into God's hands my worries and fears.
We read from Christ in Our Home, July, August, September 2020 edition. It's Tuesday, August 11th. Our reading comes from Psalm 18, verses 1 through 19. I love you, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer, my God, my rock in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. I call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised, so I shall be saved from my enemies. The cords of death encompassed me, the torrents of perdition assailed me, the cords of Sheol entangled me, the snares of death confronted me. In my distress I called upon the Lord, to my God I cried for help. From his temple he heard my voice, and my cry to him reached his ears. Then the earth reeled and rocked. The foundations also of the mountains trembled and quaked, because he was angry. Smoke went up from his nostrils, and devouring fire from his mouth. Glowing coals flamed forth from him. He bowed the heavens and came down. Thick darkness was under his feet. He rode on a cherub and flew. He came swiftly upon the wings of the wind. He made darkness his covering around him, his canopy thick dark with water. Out of the brightness before him there broke through the clouds hailstones and coals of fire. The Lord also thundered in the heavens, and the Most High uttered his voice. He sent out his arrows and scattered them. He flashed forth lightnings and routed them. Then the channels of the sea were seen, and the foundations of the world were laid bare at your rebuke, O Lord, at the blast of the breath of your nostrils. He reached down from on high. He took me. He drew me out of the mighty waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy and from those who hated me, for they were too mighty for me. They confronted me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord was my support. He brought me out into a broad place. He delivered me because he delighted in me.
Happy August 11th. The words of Susan Bear Joshi. Our infant was asleep in his crib when the 5.6 magnitude earthquake hit. Before we knew what was happening, the windows shook, the dishes rattled, and our one-story house swayed. My husband bolted down the hall to our son's room. Hands shaking, I staggered to an archway and wedged myself in place. By the time I could breathe again, the quake had stopped. It felt like an eternity, but it had lasted just 30 seconds. In today's psalm, God hears David's cry for help and saves him from his enemy, King Saul. David's story paints a dramatic picture of deliverance. God was angry about David's predicament. In response, the earth quaked. Volcanoes erupted, spewing smoke and ash. The sky darkened, the wind blew, and thunder and lightning pierced the sky. David called God his fortress and deliverer. After experiencing earthquakes myself, I appreciate David's awe at God's power and how safe he felt in the refuge of God's care. O God, my rock, be my stronghold when sin and danger threaten me. Amen.